Hi everyone, today we are going to study about properties of divisibility. So let us see what are the different properties of divisibility of number. So property 1. If a number is divisible by another number, then it is divisible by each of the factor of that number. So we'll see the example of this. For example, 7 is a factor of 21. We know that factor means a number which is exactly divisible by the given number. So you can see 21 is divisible by 7. So 7 is a factor of 21 and 21 is a factor of 84. Or we can say that 84 is exactly divisible by 21. We have to relate the number. So 7 is a factor of 21 and 21 is a factor of 84. Then 7 is also a factor of 84. You can see that how it is related. If 7 is factor of 21 and 21 is factor of 84, then we can say that 7 is also a factor of 84. As 7 into 12 which is equal to 84. It means 84 is also exactly divisible by 7. Or you can see second example. We know that 6 is a factor of 12 or 12 is exactly divisible by 6. It means it is a factor. And 12 is a factor of 36. Thus, we can say that 6 is a factor of 36 also. As you can write 6 into 6 which is equal to 36. It means 36 is also divisible by 6. Then second property, if a number divisible by two co-prime number, then it is divisible by their product also. As we have already studied about co-prime number, and co-prime number means the number which are having only one as a common factor. So the number 42 is divisible by co-prime number. You have to see a number. So it is divisible by 2 and 7. And co-prime number means here you can see 2 and 7. So its factor is 1 into 2 and 7 factors are 1 into 7 and both are having as a common factor 1. It means these two are co-prime number. So then if 42 is divisible by two co-prime number 2 and 7, then 42 is also exactly divisible by 2 multiply 7 which is equal to 14. Or we can say that 42 is also divisible by 14. So product means multiplication. So this property says that if a number divisible by two co-prime number, then it is divisible by their product also. Or we can say that, let us see second example. Number 66, it is divisible by two co-prime number 3 and 11. Then 66 is also divisible by product or the multiplication of 3 and 11 also. So 3 into 11 which is equal to 33. And 66 is divisible by 33 also. So a number is divisible by two co-prime number, then it is divisible by their product or multiplication also. Then property 3. If two given number are divisible by a number, then their sum is also divisible by that number. So the number 16 and 20 are both divisible by 4. We have to take two given number means let us take two number. We have taken 16 and 20. And we know that these two numbers are divisible by 4. Then their sum means plus. So the number 16 plus 20 which is equal to 36 is also divisible by 4. So the number, if we take 16 and 20, they are both divisible by 4. So their sum, if we add this two number, then the answer which we'll get is also divisible by 4. Then property 4. If two given numbers are divisible by a number, then the difference is also divisible by that number. Again we have to take any two number. So we have taken the number 35 and 20. These both are divisible by 5. Then the difference means minus. So we'll minus 20 from 35. So 35 minus 20 which is equal to 15. And we can see that 15 is also divisible by 5. So this property says that if two given numbers, it means if 35 and 40 are divisible by 5, then the difference means if we minus the answer we'll get is also divisible by 5. So these are the four properties of divisibility. Now we'll see prime factorization. As you all have done this type prime factorization in your lower classes, so let us see it once again. Factorization is a process by which a whole number is broken down factorize into factors such that each factor is a prime number. We have to break a number, a whole number, means a complete number like 0, 1, 2, 3 into a small number such that each factor is a prime number. The number which will get after breaking will get as prime number only. Prime number means which are having only one factor and itself. Thus such a factorization of number is called prime factorization. So let us see a factor tree for 24. Here you can see 24, its factors are 2 into 12, 4 into 6 or 3 into 8. We can write in different ways. Again 2 into 12, 2 as it is, 12 we can write 2 into 6. Then 2 and 2 as it is, again 6 can be written as 2 into 3. It means 24 can be written as 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 3. Or if we break, like if we write like this 4 into 6, then 4 can be written as 2 into 2 into 6. Then 2 multiply 2 multiply 6 can be written as 2 multiply 3. So you can see you get the same answer, however you will write in different factors. Let us see for 3 into 8. 3 will be written as it is, then 8 can be written as 2 multiply 2 multiply 2. 2 into 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. Nothing we have to do, we have to only break down the numbers into smaller number. If we rearrange it, we can write it as 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 into 3. So you can see that 24 can be written, if we break into 2 into 12, 4 into 6, 3 into 8, you will get the same answer every time. So this is the prime factorization. Here you can see that all the factors like 2 and 3, these two number are prime number only. So prime factorization means a number to which we can broken down into different factors such that each factor is a prime number only. So in the above factorization 24, we ultimately arrive at only 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 3. So this is the prime factorization of 24. Now you can see how to find the prime factorization. 28. So we have to start always from smaller number. So 2, you can see 28 is an even number, so it is divisible by 2. And 28 by how many times? 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8. Then again 14 is even number, so we can divide by 2. So how many times? 7 times. So you have to write below 14. So 2 7s are 14. Then you can see 7 is divisible by 7 only. So how 7 ones are 7. Thus the prime factorization of 28. So which are the prime factor? This 2 multiply 2 multiply 7. These are the prime factors of 28. You can see that 2 and 7, these two are prime number only. So 2 and 7 are factors of 28, and though this both are prime number, so we can say that this is the prime factorization of 28. Second example is also like this. First you have to find its factor, and all the numbers are prime factorization, prime numbers only. Now let us start our exercise 3.5. So question number 1, which of the following statement are true? Here we have to find true and false. First one, if a number is divisible by 3, it must be divisible by 9. We have to see that if a number is divisible by 3, then whether it is divisible by 9 or not. So it will be false. You can see that 6 is divisible by 3, but 6 is not divisible by 9. Therefore we cannot say that if a number is divisible by 3, it must be divisible by 9 also. Second one, if a number is divisible by 9, it must be divisible by 3. It is true, as you can see that 9 can be written as 3 multiply 3. Hence, if a number is divisible by 9, it will also be divisible by 3. Or you can see the example 18. You can see that 18 is divisible by 9. How many times? 9 2s are 18. And 18 is also divisible by 3. 6. So you can see that 18 is divisible by 9. Then it is also divisible by 6. So answer will be 2. Third one. A number is divisible by 18 if it is divisible by both 3 and 6. It will be false. You can see that since 30 is divisible by both 3 and 6, but 30 is not divisible by 18. And what is given that here, that if it is divisible by both 3 and 6, then it must also divisible by 18. So answer will be false. Fourth one, a number is divisible by 9 and 10 both, then it must be divisible by 90. Here you can take as it will be true, as if we multiply 9 and 10 we'll get the answer as 90. Hence if a number is divisible by both 9 and 10, then it is also divisible by 90, as it is a product of 9 and 10 only. Or you can take a different example. Here 90, you can see 90 is divisible by 9 and 10 also, by 9 10 times and by 10 9 times, and 90 is divisible by 90 also. So if a number is divisible by 9 and 10 both, then it must also divisible by 90, but you have to take a number which is divisible by both 9 and 10. Fifth one, if two numbers are co-prime, at least one of them must be prime. Co-prime means the number which are having common factor as only 1. So we have to see that if any two numbers are co-prime, then out of that co-prime number, at least one of them must be prime number. So it will be false. You can see how, since 15 and 32. If we find the factor of 15, 15 can be written as 3 multiply 5, or we can write its factors are factors of 15 1 3 5 15, and factors of 32 1 2 4 16 8. These are the factors of 32, and you can see that here only common factor is 1. It means 15 and 32 both are co-prime number, but you can see that 15 and 32 both are composite. It is not one of them must be prime. So they ask that if two numbers are co-prime number, at least one of them must be prime, but it is false. Both can be composite also, both can be prime also. Sixth one, all numbers which are divisible by 4 must also be divisible by 8. Here we have to take a number which is divisible by 4 and we have to check whether it is divisible by 8 or not. It will be false, as you can see that 12 is divisible by 4, but 12 is not divisible by 8. Next one, all numbers which are divisible by 8 must also be divisible by 4. Here you can see that it will be true. How? For example, you can take 32. 32 is divisible by 8. Now check whether it is divisible by 4 or not. And 32 is divisible by 4 also. How many times? 8 times. So you can say that if a number which is divisible by 8 is also divisible by 4. Here you have to check the answers by taking some examples. Next one, eighth one. If a number exactly divides two numbers separately, it must exactly divide their sum. You can see by property 3 that if two given numbers are divisible by a number, then their sum is also divisible. So it will be true. As you can take that, we have to take two numbers separately, means two different numbers. So we have taken 4 and 8. So 2 divides 4 and 8, and if we add this, if we find the sum of 4 and 8, 4 plus 8 is equal to 12. So 12 is also divisible by 2. Last, ninth one, if a number exactly divides the sum of two numbers, it must divide the 2. So first we have to see that if a number divides the sum of the two numbers, then it also divide separate number also. So it will be false, since first we have taken here two number 7 and 5. 7 and 5. First we'll find the sum of two numbers. Sum of two number means 7 plus 5 is equal to 12, and we know that 12 is divisible by 2. Now we have to check whether 7 and 5 separately are divisible by 2 or not. But you can say that 7 and 5 are odd number and it is not divisible by 2. So we can say that if a number exactly divides, if a number means if divide sum of two number, it does not divide 7 and 5. So answer will be false. Last one, if a number exactly divides two numbers separately, it must divide the difference. We can also write it directly true by property 4 that if two given numbers are divisible by a number, then the difference is also divisible. Or you can see by an example, the number 25 and 10. these both are divisible by 5, and if you find the difference means minus 25 minus 10, which is equal to 15, and 15 is also divisible by 5. Now question number 2, determine the prime factorization of each of the following number. Here we have to find its prime factors. So 48, again first you can see that it is an even number, so we will find its factors from first factor will be 2. So here what is the meaning of factors means we have to divide. We have to see that how many times 48 comes divisible by 2. So 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8. Or one way is to find by division. 48 you have to divide by 2. So 2 2s are 4, then 2 4s are 8. So this 24 you have to write here. Same again, next 24 is an even number, again we will divide by 2. So 2 1s are 2 and 2 2s are 4. So 12 you have to write here. And how many times 24? 12 times. So you have to write under 12. So this is the way to find the answer, or you can write it directly here without dividing. Now you have to see 12 is divisible by 2 how many times? So 2 6 are 12, then 2 3s are 6, and 3 1s are 3, as 3 is divisible by 3 itself only. So thus prime factorization. So which are the prime factors of 48? This one. So these are the prime factors of 48. 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 3, and you can see that 2 and 3 both are prime numbers only. So the prime factorization of 48 is 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 3. Second one, 182. Again you can see that it is an even number, it means it is divisible by 2. And now we have to see how many times. So 2 9s are 18, 2 1s are 2. Now 91 is an odd number, so it is not divisible by 2. So we will proceed to next number 3. If you divide 91 by 3, it is not exactly divisible. 3 divided by 91. So 3 3s are 9. Here 1 is left and it is not divisible by 3. It means 91 is not divisible by 3. So after 3, it is directly divisible by 7 only. And how many times? 7 ones are 7. And here 7 ones are 7 and 2 is left, means 2 1 21. So 7 3s are 21, means 13 times. Again you can see 13 is a prime number which is divisible by itself only. So 13 ones are 13. So which are the prime factors here? 2 multiply 7 multiply 13 is the prime factorization of 182. Third one, 540. So 0 is given at its unit place, it means it is divisible by 2. So 2 2s are 4, and here 4 is 2 2s are 4, and 5 minus 4 1, which 1 is left, so 14. 2 7s are 14 and 0 as it is. Again it is an even number, so we have to divide by 2. So 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6, and 7 minus 6, 1 is left, means 1 0 10, and 2 5s are 10. Or you can divide like this also. 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6, here 10 is left, and 2 5s are 10. So you can see that answer is 135. So you have to write here. Now 135 is an odd number, it means it is not divisible by 2. So we'll see the next number 3. So 135 is divisible by 3 how many times? 45 10. So 3 4s are 12, and 13 minus 12, 1 is left, means 1 5 is 15, and 3 5s are 15. Again 3 1s are 3, so 4 minus 3, 1 is left, 1 5 15, so 3 5s are 15. 3 5s are 15 and 5 1s are 5. So which are the prime factorization of 540? It's 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 3 multiply 3 multiply 5. So this is the prime factorization of 540. Same 540, it is an even number, so first we have to divide by 2, and this one is left for you as a homework. Then fifth one, 2145. It is an odd number, it means it is not divisible by 2, so we will check by 3. So 3 7s are 21, 3 1s are 3, 4 minus 3, 1 is left, it means 3 5s are 15. Now 715 is not divisible by 3, so we will see by check by 5. And how many times? 5 1s are 5. So 7 minus 5, 2, So 21. So again 5 4s are 20. So 21 minus 20, 1 is left, and 5 3s are 15. Now 143 is divisible by 11. So 11 ones are 11, and here 33 is left. So 11 3s are 33, and 13 ones are 13. So prime factors are 3 multiply 5 multiply 11 multiply 13. So this is the prime factorization of 2145. Same here, question number 6 is left for you as a homework. Now let's see question number 3. Write the smallest 5-digit number and express as a product of prime. We know that which is the smallest 2-digit number? 10. So the smallest 5-digit number will be, we have to increase only zeros. So the smallest 5-digit number is 10,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As a product of prime, it means we have to find its prime factorization. So it is an even number, it means it is divisible by 2. So 2 5s are 10, and 3 zeros as it is. Again 2 2s are 4, means 1 is left, so 2 5s are 10 and double 0 as it is here to write. Then 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10 and 0. Again it is an even number, it means we have to divide by 2. 2 6 are 12, 2 2s are 4 and 2 5s are 10. If you do not know how to solve here directly, you can find by like this, by dividing by 2 in this, by this division method. So 2 6 are 12, 5, 2 2s are 4, 1 is left, and 2 5s are 10. It means if you divide 12,050 by 2, you will get the answer as 625. Then after this, it is an odd number, it means it is not divisible by 2, so we have to check by 5. 5 ones are 5. Again you can see 625, you have to divide by 5. 625 divided by 5. 5 ones are 5. 6 minus 5, 12. 5 2s are 10. And 5 5s are 25. It means how many times? 125 times. So you have to write here. Now again divide 125 by 5. So 5 2s are 10, 5 5s are 25, 5 5s are 25, and 5 1s are 5. So this is the prime factorization of 1000 is, it will be as 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 5 multiply 5 multiply 5 multiply 5. It means you have to write 2 4 times and 5 also 4 times. So this is the prime factorization of 10,000. Question number 4. Which factors are not included in the prime factorization of a composite number? Now we have to see that if we find the prime factorization of a composite number, which factor is not included here? So answer will be as 1 and the number itself are not included in the prime factorization of a composite number. So let us see by taking one example. We will see a composite number. So we know that 2 and 3 is a prime number, and 1 is not a prime nor composite, so 4 is a composite number. And we will find the prime factorization of 4. So 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2. You can see that the prime factorization of 4 is 2 multiply 2. And which number is not included here? 1. And itself means 1 and 4 is not included in prime factorization. But if we find the factors of 4, factors of 4 means the number which divide 4, 1, 2 and 4. It means 1, 2 and 4 are the factors of 4. But if we find the prime factorization, here 1 and 4 are not included. Means 1 and itself. So you can see that if we find the prime factorization of a composite number, the factors which are not included is 1 and itself or 1 and 4. And if we find the prime factorization of prime, so what is the prime factorization of prime here? 1 and 3. It means 1 and itself is included here. So the number which is the factor which is not included in the prime factorization of a composite number is 1 and the number itself. So we'll see the next questions on the next day of our class.